Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 8 of the Glorious Revolution as Dithmarschen here. Some of you pointed out last episode that I should have just provoked the Protestant rebels to revolt, and that is definitely true. I just have a few too many smooth parts of my brain for me to remember that was a possibility, so you saw what ended up happening. But anyways, another thing that someone pointed out is I should probably use a flagship for this mission. But I just checked, and even when all of these ships are done building, I'll have to build one more caravel, and then I can build a flagship for that to be actually possible. Because I just don't even have enough men, not enough sailors out in the field, so to speak, out on the seas, for that to work out. But anyways. Yeah, another thing is, I forgot to actually mention this. For some reason, I booted up the save and it just did this, where it didn't have the call to arms, which I thought was weird. But it looks like they were going to send it anyway, which is totally cool with me. I'll just go ahead and accept that. It really is just East Frisia, and as someone pointed out, they just want me to deal with East Frisia, and that's probably it. It's not even that important, but there we go. Right. So, someone also mentioned, Jesus, there's so much here that people have mentioned. I can enforce peasant demands, which will apparently create the Imperial incident of the fate of the peasantry. I need to make the Peasants' War progress at least 10, and I'm not even sure how to do that. But I'm assuming in order to do that, I'll have to... I don't know, it's just, I guess it hasn't really started then, has it? Because it says the progress is, 0, so... Oh geez, they stack wiped it with no morale. That's just unfortunate. But yeah, the current progress doesn't actually exist apparently. And enforcing your demands, or doing your whatever stuff, what is it they want me to do here? I don't know, I think it was enforcing your government type on other countries should actually do that for you, should increase your... What is it, your power, I guess? Your Peasants' War progress? Kind of, something like that. Something in that sort of feel of things. So I'm definitely interested in having that looked into. I'll also have these guys go and protect trade in Lübeck. And I'll steal this trade in just a moment. I do have 35% of the share there, which is pretty ridiculous. Oh, a little bit loud. Turn that down just a tad bit. Good song, just a little too loud. Let's group up these guys over to here. And I don't like how my ships are being very afraid for some reason. Like, come on. Go out and do your thing. Protect trade in Lübeck, don't leave. Yeah. There you go, group up. That should give us quite a bit more cash. So even being over our naval force limit by like twice... Yeah, pretty much twice our naval force limit doesn't seem to matter at all. Because we make a ton of cash anyway. All because Lübeck is dragging in that sweet cash. You can also build... Actually, did I want to build that workshop? Let's save that money for now. Maybe I don't want to build that workshop yet. Okay, let's have these guys group up as well. Ooh, let's see what we get here. Justification for our wars. Message for the faithful. I don't think I've seen this before. So, justification for the wars. Purity of faith for missionary strength. Unity of Christianity itself for tolerance. And avoid meddling on the local level. Okay. Well, I do like unjustified demands a little bit. So I think I would take that, wouldn't I? Yeah, that's fine. I'll take unjustified demands. That's cool with me. I'll have these guys go and protect trade in Lübeck. If they would be so kind as to actually do so. No, don't stop running away, god damn it. You guys can group up. I'm just gonna see how it looks if we privateer Lübeck. Oh, you're actually gonna fight me. Just give it a second. There we go. Did I capture something? I did. Well, you can go back over here then. But I want to see how much we privateer. 15%! Yes, beautiful. permaclaims on Schleswig-Holstein, which I will end up having to take. Unfortunately, they've allied themselves with some pretty tough enemies. We'll have to wait for Poland's whole thing to finish off. We'll have to wait for Sweden to owe us enough favors. And we should get enough favors from this war, actually. Would we win? They do have a total of 60,000 men. Don't think Sweden alone is going to solve that problem. Poland, on the other hand, would definitely. And if we had more trust with the Pope, then they definitely would help me. But alas, we do not. Okay. Well, I don't really need these men to do much. They can just drill, actually. That's fine. Still a little bit wary about this coalition. I find it kind of weird that they're allowed to still be there, but... okay. After all, these guys have a positive opinion. And, you know, are at minus 35 on aggressive expansion. Find it kind of weird that they're still in there. But okay. We'll see if anything comes of that. Hopefully not. So I could bring in Sweden. And they totally claim all this land. So what I want to do is just make sure very clearly that I want this, and you can have that. Is that okay? Because that's what I want. That's cool with me. And I have the ships to back it up. Also, I really shouldn't be privateering anymore. Not there, at least. I can privateer the English Channel, because I should use this privateering bonus while I have it. Let's see how much we get out of this. 21% of... oh god, that's a lot. 3 ducats from spoils of war. That sure is a change, huh? I'm just wondering if maybe, just maybe, protecting Lübeck is worth more than privateering the English Channel. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Can I build a flagship now? I can. So if I wanted to, I could also put on Spare Jolly Roger to max out that privateering efficiency in the channel. I'd probably make a good lot off of it, wouldn't I? Fleet movement speed. And eventually I'll convert this into a trade ship as well. That's usually what I like to do with my flagship, is just have them be a trade ship. Because a lot of this stuff is relatively useless. Well, Marines are more useful now, but... yeah, mostly just this stuff over here. I like how it has absolutely no cool name at all. We're gonna call it the Sea Peasant. Well, that'll be the name of our flagship. And it'll be good for privateering and such things, for a while we have that bonus. But yeah, we're still making some good cash. This coalition is completely unreasonable at this point, like it shouldn't even exist, in my humble opinion. Come on. Plus 24, plus 24, plus 24. That's awfully convenient. Plus 34. Minus 16. Oh, but I can't improve that, unfortunately. Well, that's annoying. That sure is annoying. Can't invade anyone because of these guys breathing down my neck. It's more of like a defensive alliance than anything else at this point. Okay, well I can enforce demands, peasant demands on other nations, well, such as Hanover. And I think it's greatly within our interest to do so. Let me just build up a little bit more dev. Because it's always nice to have some production and taxation. Here we go. And there's no institution right now, but it's because we already grabbed colonialism. Right, so I was going to invade you, and let's check here. Peasants' war progress is literally 0, so what I should do is declare on someone. With the peasant revolt, I can enforce peasant rule, or I can conquest them. I can do this on multiple nations. Like, multiple nations. Okay. Works for me. I don't know how expensive it is to enforce peasant rule. But we can do a bit of a test ride here. I can enforce it on Utrecht. Utrecht being 17 war score. I imagine it's based off of war score, so that nations that are too large can't be forced into peasant republics. But I'm just going to go ahead and see what I can do there. Yeah, let's see what we can get done. So I'll declare on Brunswick with Utrecht here, with the goal of enforcing you into a peasants' republic. Also, I will pass the dissolution of the monasteries, I think, right? Yeah, 6% national tax, but it's also super expensive on our... whatever you call it. Super expensive on our stab. We can't afford much stab. Costs increase right now, so... how about we don't do that? Do you have siege? No, you don't. Okay. That's also a level 3 fort, actually. I can send one back over. There we go. We have the blockade. So, let's take a quick look here. How old is this guy? 45? In theory, he's young enough. Keep him in office for a little while. But anyways... oh, coalition. Yes, please. One nation at a time. If one nation can leave, that means you guys can too. Come on, chop chop. Get out of here. You ungrateful little... anyway. So, as I was saying, let's check Utrecht. If I wanted to enforce... ooh. You can't do that on co-belligerents, and it's a 60 flat cost. 60 flat cost, can you believe that? Well, alright. And I imagine I get the CB on all neighbors. I do, okay. That creates a bit of a problem. I want to take this province, which is fine because the conquest is easier through the CB anyways, but that's a little bit annoying. I actually wanted to enforce you into a peasants' republic, but I can't do that. I can force your religion, though, which does solve one of these things. Gives me, this one over here. I don't know why I didn't immediately see that, but anyway. Right, we can get stab cost, development, discipline, morale of armies, which is always a nice one. Idea cost might be one of the better ones for now. Just because we're going through ideas. So I might as well. And now we wait, while also improving relations with a bunch of people. This coalition has to leave at some point, right? We're almost at minus 30, come on guys. You know you want to leave, right? Yeah, there we go. Ah, and it finally dissolves. Took ages. Well, there we go. I'll try and find a target to enforce our Peasants' Republic on. Also, you've been reduced to East Frisia, Bohemia, and yourself. But Sweden would say no, because we're also at war right now. Okay. So maybe I can actually take stuff from Denmark today. Or at least start the war. If I want to be extra cheeky about it, I could actually use the, never mind, I cannot because they're not in the Empire. Forget everything I just said. Okay, so Utrecht, I can't do much to you. I can't take your land without literally dying, so I'll force religion, take your money, end your alliance, end your other alliance, and say goodbye. As for you, it's actually cheaper to take this one province, and no one would join a coalition. Wait a second. I was about to say that's illegal. They'll no longer exist, so there's no reason they should ever be allowed to do that. But, okay, cool. You'll revoke your core, I'll take your land. No one cares as much because I'm using the CV. So we've taken a bit more land at least. Right. Next stop, I was thinking you. So I can enforce a religion. I also want to invade you, but you're a little expensive to do that with. I would like to invade you, which is not too expensive. In terms of manpower, the entire time I've been talking about manpower, by the way. How about we just go against Cleves? Let's just enforce a whole bunch of peasants. All over the place, why not? Enforce peasant government type on everyone. If we have the power to do it, then by God, I'd love to. Alright, the Palatinate is up next. I'll leave 1k on there. Actually, there is no way they can reach me, so it doesn't matter. In theory, at least. It's always good to check. And no, they have no way to get here. Okay, cool. I want to actually take their land. It's probably too expensive anyway. In terms of AE, right? Yeah, kind of. So I'm just not even going to worry about that. Manpower recovery speed, we get mandatory service, which gives us a female advisor chance. Re-election cost, that's the one that they should probably put at the top because it's very useful. I don't know how useful it'll be. Will it just drop it by like 0.8 or something? Will it drop it by 1? I don't know. I have literally no clue if that's how that's going to work. But we'll see. I'll take national and rest, that's fine. Just, there we go. They found a path through, as I thought they would. I should definitely take care of them first before they reach here. Unfortunately, they've, figured out 2 routes. All the way through here, too. And you can guess which one they're taking. Right? No, because they don't have access to their other province, so there's no way they can come across there, right? Yeah, something like that. Never mind, that's a complete and utter lie. I lied. Completely. Liebeck, I'd like to have you stand there. Thank you. I'm gonna go back here. I don't know how you actually crossed, but since you did, I might as well go and greet you. 15 prestige? I do need some prestige. More than money, actually, so I'll go and take care of that. I'll also build some more buildings. 1 for tax. Definitely 1 for production. Yeah, I don't know about any of this trade business. I'm not really all about that trade stuff. Speaking of which, though, let's get these guys to go and start privateering the English Channel. Alrighty, you guys are not getting away. Not this time. There we go. These guys, my vassals, they don't even have enough men to siege those forts. Very unfortunate. I actually will get a claim on Ravensburg. I'm sure they won't mind. I'm sure that'll work out. There we go. And I'll send the 1 cannons actually over there, never mind. And I know there's one other fort here that they have, but I can't do anything about that right now. Not unless I check here. Okay, they've gotten access, but they've lost their access up here. So I imagine I actually can go siege that. Actually, no, I have to take that fort first. That was probably part of their plan, to be honest. That would make sense. Alright, let's have you just loot all this stuff. It's free money. And how are we doing on that whole pirating thing? Oh my god, is that almost 5 ducats from pirating the English Channel? 31% of the trade there. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. Pretty heavy stuff there. So, Cleves, I would like to enforce your government type. I can't do it to you, unfortunately. I can't even force your religion. How useful are you, huh? We'll just have to wait for theirs to be done. We've looted everything. And no, we haven't. Not even slightly. Let's see here. How's the, quote-unquote progress here? It's 3? Okay. I'm fascinated by this whole, convert peasant republics anyway, so... Even if it progresses naturally, well, I'll still do whatever I want. Let's turn Braunschweig into a full state. I'm sure that won't be a regret at all, right? Right? There we go. Amazon's mercenary? The Dithmarscher Amazons? Ooh. Who? What are these? After years of mandatory service in the Ditmarscher army, a group of veterans have banded together to charter a mercenary company led entirely by female lieutenants. Based in Meldorf, the soldiers of the Dithmarscher Amazons are ready to fight for gold and glory. Well, that's interesting. Alright, I wonder if that's... Oh, our guy has died. Why is it always when I'm like, he'll totally be fine, is exactly when they die? That seems unfair. Anyways. Could go, we already have morale of armies. Let's go for national unrest or production efficiency. Rather go for national unrest this early in the game, I think. Yearly Republican tradition, though. Now that's a spicy one. And I do want that. Let's keep going on those military leaders. We've finally taken your capital. So I can take war reps, money, alliance, alliance. Never mind, not those ones. You know what, just leave. Sure, whatever. And I will enforce your government type to become a peasantry. Peasant rule, give me money, give me war reps. And we're done here. So that's one more nation converted to the rightful, I don't know, I was going to make something clever up, but the righteous peasant authority. There we go. Welcome to the... You are the correct thing, right? Yes, Peasants Republic. Very nice. I'd also have to... Yeah. Get 12 provinces owned by... Which means I should invade this guy as well. Because you actually have 4 provinces, so that would be a massive bonus. And if I wanted to invade someone else, I'd like to invade tons of people who have lots of provinces. I think I only get them on bordering monarchies, though, not republics. Right, I actually already just converted you to a peasants' republic. I completely forgot about that. And if I wanted to declare on you, that's not happening. If I wanted to declare on you, I could do that. So Cleves, there's the timer for today. Let me just get started with another peasants' war. I feel like I should, just for the fun of it. I haven't done much recently. Let's keep enforcing some more peasants in rule. And let's keep deving a little. Because we have lots and lots of dev now. In fact, our economic base is kind of ridiculous. If we check our dev, we have some pretty high dev, generally speaking. 25, 24, 21. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty decent stuff. Not enough to be world power, though. Big shame. But let's go over here, and I can do absolutely nothing, apparently. I can enforce peasant demands. You know what? I will do that after I convert this to a peasants' republic. Never mind, someone else has enacted the demand because they hate me. I don't know, man. I didn't want this. But anyways, let's grant some concessions. Yes, of course, let's all grant concessions. They don't want to grant concessions. Who's the current emperor? Austria? Well, I can't. It's not like I can really force them to become a peasants' republic, unfortunately. You're gonna suppress the poor peasants. Come on. These guys have been totally peaceful for the entire game. Yeah. That's the story we'll use. Right, so Trier is down here. I can totally go for that. Cleves has become a holy city. Or sorry, a free city. This game does not like what I'm doing. They swapped government reforms to a free city because they were a peasants' republic. And Austria was like, no, not here. Not allowed. That's annoying. Not like I can really do much about it. Jeez, you guys are fast. I'm the one with the higher maneuver, come on. There we go. Let's get rid of you. Ongoing incident, yeah, we're starting to get a couple of people on the side for the peasants. I'm a fan of that. Sort of flip-flopping in between, though. There are 5 whole nations which aren't exactly sure if they want to. I wonder what sort of, why are Landshut and Bohemia going back and forth? Let me improve relations with as many people as I can. Maybe that'll give us more support, though I don't think that's how it works. That's your disclaimer right there. That's my theory crafting. It's probably not true. I just want to test it out. So we have Bohemia on our side. Bohemia is positive with us, right? Okay, cool. Our other electors, Brandenburg will not help us. The Palatinate, okay, they have a positive opinion, but they won't help us. Because reasons I'm not even sure. Anyways, increased aristocracy in our peasants' republic? That's illegal. I'll take this though. However much I dislike it. I should also revoke land once we're done this war. I should also probably finish this war up tomorrow because I started it, but we were already out of time. So hopefully you enjoy what we have here so far today in the Peasants' Revolution throughout the HRE. We'll come back tomorrow with a little bit more and try to enforce our Peasants' Republic enlightenment on the rest of the, I don't know, lost medieval kings or whatever. For now, this is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a quick shout out for the patrons for the month of July, especially those we have in the Admiral tier, Ben Greenhagen, Cara Newley, and Tiger Pop, those in the General tier, Justinian, Brennan Arcano, and Alexander Baker, those in the Prince tier, Natsuki, Rockbox 2020, and TFLJ Martis, and as always in the King tier we have Chewy Shoot. Thank you guys so much for your pledges, it means a lot to me, you're helping to move this channel forward much more than you know, and as always I cannot possibly thank you enough.